Good morning, welcome back to Casa TexPina. We're on build day number 116. It's a little wet this morning. It's been raining right up until, honestly, just before I hit the record button. So that means no welders today, unless it significantly dries out between now and after lunch, but not foreseeing that. That means about the only people on site today are our regular labor crew, but that's okay. We've got lots of stuff to do on the inside of the house. So exterior, Mr. Jojo found a piece of tarp, got himself all covered. He's going to continue with the exterior wall cladding for the stone cladding on the way up. His counterpart, Mr. Allen, is doing the fiber cement board on the back side of the house, over by the master bedroom side. So we'll show you that here shortly. Inside, they're looking at plaster coating in several different locations, as well as prepping the floor in the hallway half bath for possible concrete a little bit later on. So, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a slow day today. Just trying to keep moving forward, a little bit forward progress as the rain puts a little bit of a delay. So I'll walk you guys around, show you what we are doing, and let's get started. All right, so yes, as you can see, we still got the rain clouds fairly much all the way around the area. It's supposed to be like this for most of the day. You can see a small break in the clouds over here. Hopefully that goes ahead and spreads apart and comes over this way and opens up. What are the guys working on this morning? Like I said in the intro, Mr. Jojo over here has himself a little bit of top cover, and he's going to continue working that stone cladding the rest of the way up on the exterior of bedroom number 3. Let's go ahead and walk into the house and see where folks are at inside. Okay, right here in the front, Mr. Ben is going to start prepping the foyer here for plaster coating. We're getting rid of some of the excess water that pooled up inside the house. Since we don't have a roof, the floor catches all the rain. Coming back into the guest side of the house, we cleared out some of the excess debris from inside the hallway half bath, and Mr. Jericho here is getting ready to do plaster coating here on the inside. Continuing into bedroom number 2, inside of the laboratory area, Mr. Joel is back today, and he's continuing with the plaster coating that he had finished, or they had started on Tuesday. So we're working on plaster coating inside of the bay window in that area. Also, let's see, looks like Mr. Romy is getting set up underneath the staircase in the pantry area, and they're going to start removing some of the forms from the bottom of the staircase. We have had lots of rain almost every night since that was poured, so I'm pretty sure it has been well hydrated. Okay, upstairs. What are we continuing upstairs? I believe Mr. Marvin and Mr. Alex, yes, are continuing to build forms for the top bond beams around the around the dormer windows. So they're continuing those around the top of the dormer windows. So here in the kitchen area, they're using this open space that's got a little bit of a dry ceiling to start mixing mortar. So they're going to mix the mortar in here and then work off of this throughout the day. Mr. Allen, as I alluded to earlier, is continuing to work the fiber cement board wall cladding here along the back side of the house, both on this side by the back patio, as well as he was working this side over here on the wall yesterday a little bit. So I'm expecting he's going to stay over here by the patio where it's a little bit drier throughout the day. So that's where most folks are at. Mr. Gabby here is helping Mr. Jojo up in the front with the stone cladding. It needs certain pieces cut down, so they do that with a grinder, cut to fit and put in place. So I wanted to show you guys, as we're putting the pieces together for the corners of the fiber cement board, Mr. Allen here is cutting each piece to measure, custom measured as he's going through to make sure they fit properly in each corner. So once the pieces are cut to fit, he comes back, puts them in place, and nails it shut. Look who came by for a visit. Pretty little bird in the middle of the rain. We might have to put out a couple bird feeders after the house is done. Wow, how pretty. All right, it's a little slow on the job site today, being the rain and everything, so we decided to take this opportunity to go ahead and run into San Fernando, the next largest town up, and take a look at some lights that we need to look at for the chandelier in the main living room, as well as to go over to the big box construction store and confirm the dimensions of the bathtub that's going into the master bath area. So we're going to take a look at those today. We may also run by the one of the main appliance centers and see if we can get a bead or start getting a head start on the pricing and availability of some of the appliances that we have kind of identified, tagged, that we'd like to be able to get. So we have an idea what we want. We're going to confirm, see how long it takes to come in and what the availability is. All right. Okay, we're in a place in San Fernando. Name is Light Tech. We're looking at different chandeliers. So kind of like similar to the one over by the door, and they've got another area upstairs to look. So what we're looking for, I'm not quite seeing, but here we go. Something similar to this size. Looking at about at least a 3 to 4 foot diameter, and at least 3 feet tall. So we're going to take a look around, and you can see they've got a bunch up here. These are all samples of what they may be able to get, samples of what they've had before. They are starting to do a lot of the LED light tech here. So it's all LED embedded in the system. You can see the small LED grid in the center. So that's what's coming into the Philippines. That's the new things. And then you still do have some of the older style chandeliers, small size, large size. Once you start getting up to the size we're looking for, about the 3 foot diameter, the pickings get really slim. So we're having a hard time trying to find it because we've got a large room to fill and not a lot of places to find that style of light without going back to the old school gold and crystal chandeliers that we saw several episodes ago when we did the excursion to Liberty, so up on Clark. Let's take a look at some of these, and we'll see if we've got anything that's worth looking at. So we measured this one. The diameter is correct. It's 1 meter wide. However, it's barely even 2 feet tall. So as you can see, this is you probably can't tell, but this is a 12-foot ceiling they've got from the grid, the wire mesh at the top, all the way to the ground. That's going to be about the same height that we have inside the living room. But our impression is that this is probably going to be a little too short. We'd like to have something that's at least 3 feet down, maybe even 4, but I think 3 would be perfect. So if we can get 3 to 4 feet wide and 3 feet long. That'd be what we're looking for, but not this one here. We'll take another look. Okay, so one of the ones they were talking about that would be about the right size is this one here, right as we were getting ready to come in the door. That's not a bad price either. 35,000 pesos. That comes out to about $750 US.
Original price is 149.
Okay.
The price is 55,000.
Okay.
This one is new arrival.
Oh yeah?
Silver, meron pong silver mo kaso nabenta ko. Mga ganito kalaki. In-order ko pa po.
So you can order this one in silver?
Do you have a silver, different designs there?
Oh. Okay. Yeah, and it's got the small LED lights here on the inside. Nice looking. I'm not sure if we want to go with the gold though, the gold and black. We'll have to look around. This is the old style, but you still have the ability to put in LED lights. See all the little screw ends? All the sockets still have the ability to accept the new LED bulbs. So unfortunately, nothing here at Light Tech that we're going to be able to use today. We are looking for something similar to this, but he did say this is an old one that's been here for a while. That's why the discount price is so low. The new style is like this one up here. However, they don't have the silver in stock, and they would have to order it. Not sure how long it would be in. Of course, the back problem with the disadvantage with special order, there's no return. So if you get it in, you don't like it, sorry. He did mention another store that we can go look at, so we're going to try and catch it on the way back to the big box store, big box construction store. However, the first stop we're going to make is probably right here next door. It says Walter Mart. Inside they've got an appliance center place that we're going to take a look at. Alright, so after passing through the little security thing, getting in, we're inside the small appliance center. Kind of think of it like, remember the old Circuit City kind of places? This is kind of the same idea. You've got everything written out, spaced out. You've got air conditioning, you've got refrigerators. Over on this side, you got small appliances all the way from your ovens, your stoves. We're in the back half of, say, Lowe's or something like that. So we're going to take a look around some of the refrigerators and see what we got, see if we can find what we want, and some of the other appliances for the house. So here's the story. We've been looking for this particular refrigerator for probably about the last 6 months or so. Unfortunately, this unit is the last one they have in stock, and it's also been phased out, so the company is no longer making this one. Unfortunately, also down here on the side, it's damaged. It's already got dents in it, and they won't budge on the price. So only 2 refrigerators here in this particular center are still on the market that do plumbed ice and water dispenser. Majority of the ones here in the Philippines, because the water system is old and not very clean, they go to a non-plumbed system, which means it has a manual tank on the inside to be able to use it. So this one was the last one that was being plumbed, as well as this one here. Problem is, both of these are being phased out, which means also less support in case of any damage or any warranty issues. You're not going to have that. The only other one that is available with dispensers, they have this other LG unit over here. However, most of the systems that they're going to that have the water dispensers on them are no longer plumbed. What it is they have a water tank inside that you fill up from time to time, and it happens to hold just a little over a gallon of water at a time. So that means every day you've got to check and refill the water to make sure that you have ice or cold water to drink out of the faucet, out of the dispenser. So we're going to keep looking. We may actually end up getting this one at a later point, but we're going to keep looking around. All right, so we got another store that we're going to take a look at for the lights. might be able to see over my head. Got some up on second floor. We're going to take a look at these and see what we see. So let's go ahead and take a walk in. Well, no dice. We're going to try another place and then go hit the big box store and see what we can see at that location. So off we go. All right, we're going to try one more spot. This one's called MC Home Depot. They've got a couple of small shops on the inside. So let's go ahead and go take a look. All right, so inside of MC Home Depot, they have some smaller shops. But you can see also where some of them have been closed out due to the lockdown restrictions from the COVID things here in Philippines. So we're going to take a look at this lighting shop that's up here on the right, if they happen to be open. They did have quite a big selection of large chandeliers. So we're going to take a look and see what we can see. But however, it appears to be closed again. So, well, so much for that. I guess it's on to the big box store. All right, we're outside the big box store in Mexico, Pampanga. We're gonna go ahead and take a look and see what the dimensions are on the bathtub that we're looking at putting in the master bath. All right, inside the store, we're gonna go take a look over through all the bathroom fixtures. Our engineer has decided to put in a select group of American standard utilities or toiletries throughout the house. However, the bathtub was left up to us. We did have two brands that we were looking at that had the Whirlpool style that could fit in the area that we were looking for. So we're just going to come back and measure the sizes to make sure that it will fit in that area. This is one of them. And this was by Posey. So it sits on the side, this side up against the wall, and then this is the side out facing out. Now see, ours would have this side of the wall up against the water closet, and this side up against the glass shower, the glass stand-up shower. So we're going to take a look at this one and a couple other ones and see what the sizes are. Now on the price tag, it does have the sizes mentioned. It says 1705, which is millimeters by 760. So let's take a look, and we're going to verify going across. Yes, it is 760 on the way out, and the length is looking at exactly about 170, maybe even up to 172. So we're going to take a look. We're going to look at another one and take another view. This is a picture of the ones that we were looking for that was there previously, no longer there, but they'll be able to order this one at a later point. Taking a look at the price tag, it also has on there what the sizes are, the dimensions. So we'll be able to check it in the actual fitting within the bathroom. Well, apparently they sold out of the 4 models of the Whirlpool tubs. So that one Posey was the only one they had in stock at this location. We'll have to check some of the other big box stores that are a little closer back into Mabalacat and Dao. So we're gonna go take a look at the lights and see what they have here. All right, back in the lighting section. Most of their lights in this area in the big box store are for a smaller home, lower ceilings. They have some large chandeliers here in the back, but not the size that we are needing for the great room. These would be good for in the breakfast nook or something of that matter, but then again, you know, like I said, they like the gold here. They follow that same the feng shui or the Chinese tradition that gold means wealth and good fortune. So the search continues for more lighting fixtures. All right, guys, we're back on site after lunch. Mr. Allen here is continuing to work the fiber cement board wall planking. I was showing you earlier where he's putting the pieces together at the bottom. He does custom cut every corner. So where the corners are meeting, where the two pieces are meeting here, they're getting custom cut every corner. And then here on the edge, when he gets to here, they're going to be plaster coated on the edge, sanded, painted. You won't even know it. They're going to be sealed up. It'll look like it's all smooth around the edge. A little different style than what you see in the States or other places that do a lot of hardy planking. They usually put the big square corner on the side of it. This one they've chosen not to do the square corners like an embossing. So they're just going to leave it plain like this, and it'll go ahead and just wrap right around the house. All right, let's go see what everybody else has been up to since we were away. The foreman has been doing plaster coating job on his own. He's keeping his skills honed. So he's been plaster coating the edge of the wall here, and also the top edge of the doorway going through the kitchen out to the dining room area. Back in here, lots of plaster coating in the half bath. Yeah, one wall, another half wall. Working our way around. The lavatory for the Jack and Jill in bedroom 2 is coming along nicely. And back up in the front, follow Miss Emie out, the area by the front door here in the foyer has been plaster coated, and he's still working on it a little bit. So this will get a smooth coat finish because this area is going to be painted. So when it's done, it's going to be like this here with a little bit smoother coat, and then they'll come back and skim coat it when it's all done. Let's go take a look out front and see what Mr. see what Mr. Anjo's up to with the stone cladding. Oh wow, we're almost to the top, working the edge, and they are cutting every piece on the side, making it fit the spacing. Working our way up. So once he gets done with this one all the way to the top, we're going to continue working that direction. Oh, one thing I did miss this morning, they were taking out the they took off the forms from the underside of the stairwell. Mr. Romy is down here. Oh. The big cat. Wow. So they're working some of this edge here, and he's chipping some out, and they're gonna come back in and plaster coat a little bit later on, smooth it all up. All right, guys, it's another closeout from the Kubo time. Started off this morning raining. It did clear up a little bit during lunchtime, and then it started raining again after lunch. So we're closing out in the Kubo again today. We did get a little chance to get off site this afternoon, or this morning actually, and we went down to San Fernando looking at some of the lights. I did happen to call it a Luminous mystery because it's a mystery as to if we're going to find the actual chandelier that we're after. So we've still got some more places to look at. We're going to keep looking until we find something that fits. The guys were able to do some more exterior cladding. They finished the stone cladding on the wall outside of bedroom 3. I'll show you guys that tomorrow morning. And then here on the back of the house, they wrapped the fiber cement board all the way around the master bedroom So we'll take a look at that again also tomorrow morning when I come back in, and we'll show you what all was completed on the day prior. Inside, they did remove the forms from underneath the staircase. Concrete looks really good. Should obviously be very strong. We've had rain almost every day since we poured that staircase. So whether it was getting water on it from us pouring water on the top or water on it from Mother Nature doing it for us, it had plenty of water to be able to hydrate and get strong. So we'll see you guys here again tomorrow. If y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the Casa TexPina star, should be right over here, and hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, have a great afternoon, and God bless. That's all, folks.